Hey guys, welcome back to the video. We just finished watching Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This is my second time. This is his first time. Brantley, first we're going to start off with pros. What'd you think?
I thought this movie was really good. I like how the whole time you could see Sam Raimi's influence, just the cinematography, the camera work, the horror elements, all that just signed through. It just felt like very, very fresh, I would say. Like watching this, I haven't felt like this excited watching like a Marvel movie like in the theater like since probably Avengers Infinity War, all the way back in 2018.
And the thing I compared it to is like the ending of Spider-Man No Home. Like that was hype, right? But like this was hype all throughout.
And of course, Strange, he was really good in this movie. I wanted them to develop his character a bit more in this one, in the sequel, and I think that they did a really good job doing that. Also, America Chavez, she was great, a great
awesome
addition.
Yes,
I can't wait to see more of her. She was really good in this movie. I thought they utilized her really well, and their relationship was also really cool to watch. And of course, Wanda.
Absolutely awesome, dude. Absolutely awesome.
She was amazing. So yeah, that was just
Dude, I'm so excited to see Strange's future because like there's a lot of complaints going on. People are like, oh, Strange is so sidelined. I'm like, honestly, I feel like Strange had a fairly good arc in this movie, especially for like I made this comparison to Infinity War where it's like Wanda had the same amount of screen time as Strange, but it still felt a good balance. You know, we all have our theories. I already uploaded my ending explain video, so you can check that out. Links in the description down below. But I'm excited for the future of the MCU just because of like how they just touched on the multiverse. I know one big con for a lot of people is that they barely like graze the multiverse here.
I mean, I would say the movie like Multiverse of Madness, like that title does kind of, I think
it overhypes it.
It just raised certain expectation. So I would say maybe that wasn't the right title to go about it.
Into the multiverse, maybe.
I don't know, something, because the multiverse really wasn't like it was a key part of the movie, but yeah, it wasn't like what you expect when you think of Multiverse of Madness. So I can see why some people were a little bit disappointed and let down, but overall I was satisfied with what we got. So.
Yeah, and then I think another big thing is I complained about the score my first watch. I mentioned this in my review. Now looking back at it, I think it kind of hits. Like I think the score is one of the most surprising parts about this movie. And I think what's super interesting about the score specifically is like that guitar riff.
Yeah,
that guitar riff,
bro.
It kept coming back. What did you think of the score?
I first heard I think the first time I noticed it was during the scene where Wanda was chasing Doctor Strange Chavez when they were under like Mordor's thing after like the whole Illuminati thing. And I noticed, I was like, that song's really sick. And then it came back later on towards the end. So I thought Danny Elfman did a pretty good job. I mean, definitely it's like not up there with like any of the scores from like the Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, nothing like that. Like this does not touch any of those scores, but I thought it was still solid.
Yeah, and I think another interesting thing about this movie was like the balancing of multiverse, like the grandness, but also like the characters themselves. I think one thing that really people felt hindered by was like the Illuminati.
I mean, I would say one thing I wish that she kind of fought them a bit more. I would say
just took them out right away.
Like taking out like Black Bolt. Okay, I think killing one like off rip makes sense, but like then Mr. Fantastic right after.
Yeah,
I feel like it would have been better if you fought more of them.
Yeah. But I don't know. Dude, that Black Bolt kill was brutal.
Yeah, I was not expecting that at all. Like, oh my god.
Let's talk about what you said before last night.
Yeah.
Okay,
I thought people were definitely over exaggerating about like the brutality of the movie. I thought it was definitely very over exaggerated. Like, there's no way it's actually like this crazy. But nah, it really is. Especially for like a PG-13 Marvel movie, I was not expecting nearly half the stuff that they showed in this movie. So it was insane.
I want to go back quickly and talk about the director's stamp on the movie because I know like when Eternals came out, we were all like, oh, like this is Chloe Zhao. Like, but like it didn't feel like there was like a stamp on the Eternals really. Like I love Eternals a lot. I will say it didn't feel like Chloe Zhao had a stamp on the movie. This, if you took it out of like MCU conditions, this is straight up a Sam Raimi movie.
Or definitely, I think Raimi's his influence is shown like throughout. I mean, you can even see that moments like obviously it's an MCU movie, so it can't like be full Raimi. But for as much as he got, like someone put like this like on Twitter, they were like, it's like someone like Kevin Feige told Sam Raimi like make a cake, but you can use any ingredients you want, but it still had to be a cake, and that's literally kind of what we got. Like we got just Sam Raimi's cake basically, like. It was his ingredients.
It was a good cake, though.
But yeah, exactly.
It was a good cake.
And it was like, so it's just like, you know, Sam Raimi, like, yeah, I think you can definitely see his influence out the whole runtime, everything from the shots, just those crooked angles, everything. Like, oh my God.
I don't know. I do quickly want to again touch on just like Wanda, because like she was such an integral part of this movie, but like, I don't know, it felt like it was such a good balance. Like people are talking about, oh, Wanda's too much in this movie. Like it felt perfectly balanced to me.
Personally, I didn't mind it because I thought it made sense going off of WandaVision. It made sense that the story was centered around like her and just wanting her kids, because I mean that's really her only job, like motivation. Like, so I feel like it did make a lot of sense. And personally, I thought it gave them like a lot of room to like do more crazy things, I would say, like stylistically, like aesthetically and whatnot. So personally, I thought the simpler narrative kind of gave them a bit more freedom. So I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I think the simpler narrative, I will say with this simple narrative, even if they extended the movie like 20 minutes and they let us explore more of the multiverse, I wouldn't be opposed to that, because I feel like if it was a super complex story and they still tried to go into the multiverse and stuff, it wouldn't work. What do you think for the future of the MCU, like Strange, Wanda, like all that kind of stuff?
I mean, we see Wanda's ending in the movie. I don't know how they're gonna bring her back or when that's gonna happen.
Yeah, sure.
But Strange, I mean, that's my in the moment. I thought about like, why is he using the dark gold? I thought they were gonna like negatively like affect him later on, but I kind of forgot, and then it kind of came back at the end. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot he used the dark gold. So I think he's definitely up there, like as a core character. I don't know going forward, but I would say he was definitely a core for like the last like. Because he was a major part of Infinity War, No Way Home.
At the end we see him going into the dark dimension with Clea.
Yeah, it's true, but I don't know. I think maybe that's like him moving more from like the core to more of like his cosmic side of the MCU more so. Where it's like, but these last few storylines, he's been like have involved like the entire like universe, like fate of like everything. Whereas like maybe the cosmic stuff is gonna be like just like that side of the world. So maybe he's gonna probably start going to like his own kind of area, kind of how Thor is like, you know,
like
mythology.
all of the like all the god stuff, and then Eternals
so maybe,
are
Now he's gonna probably get into more of like his own side of things, which I think is gonna be more interesting because now I think you can just get even crazier at that point. Like,
Time for final score. My score has changed from the last time we reviewed it, but I wanted to get your final score. So what's your official score for Multiverse of Madness?
Okay, I'm gonna say 8.5. I keep going between like 8 and 9. I just can't call it a 9 for some reason. Like I think a rewatch would do you good, bro. Yeah, no, I think it will. But like right now, it's like a solid 8.5.
I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. I am bumping that up to a 9 out of 10. I think this is an absolutely phenomenal film. Everyone needs to check it out in the biggest screen possible. I watched it in IMAX opening night. Just watched it in Dolby. The sound, the score, the visuals, everything is absolutely awesome. Any last thoughts before you end it off?
That's great. This movie, like I knew I was gonna enjoy it, but I did not think I was gonna enjoy it this much. It definitely surpassed my expectations. So I'm pretty satisfied with what we got, and I can't wait to see what they do in the future.
But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. You can check out all of Brantley's stuff. Links are in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.